Welcome to California Gardening. Today's episode is a follow-up on the wonderful Juliet Tomato variety. So this is my second successive year of growing this Juliet Tomato variety, and I'm so happy with this tomato variety that I wanted to do a follow-up video to show you how this plant grew in my second year. Now I know a lot of gardeners who start growing tomatoes and then just give up because the tomatoes are not producing enough. My recommendation to them would be start with the grape tomato variety. Now what you see here, the Juliet tomato is a grape kind of tomato, and it's a lot easier to grow these tomatoes than the ones that produce really big tomatoes. So try it out and see how it goes. Now, although this plant produces small tomatoes, it does produce a lot of them. And if you want to see a complete plant profile of this tomato variety, make sure that you check out the video that you see on your screen right now. This is a video I had published a few months ago, and this describes this plant in complete detail. And as you can see here, this plant has grown so well. This actually is the same plant that I planted in the sand and compost mix from the video that you see on your screen, and has grown pretty well so far. The best part I like about this Juliet tomato variety is its incredible resistance to both heat as well as cold. Now this plant that you see here was planted in a 5-gallon container last year. It survived the winter, and I pruned it just before the start of the beginning of this year, and if you look at the plant, it has grown pretty well. And I was harvesting Juliet tomatoes as early as mid of January this year, and even now in the heat of July and August, the Juliet tomato keeps producing these wonderful tomatoes. And even though it's just July now, this tomato plant will keep producing tomatoes right through October in my zone, which is zone 9. So you can see how well this plant grows and adapts itself to changing weather. While all my other tomato plants are dropping blossoms and not producing fruit, this tomato plant just keeps producing. So let's go ahead and harvest a few tomatoes. So this is how our harvest looks like. This is the Juliet tomato. Again, grape Roma tomatoes, but they're still pretty decently sized. They are not very small, but they really produce in abundance, as you can see here. There are a lot of tomatoes just on this plant, and it produces them in these clusters. So I hope you liked this episode on the follow-up of Juliet tomatoes. Again, this is one variety that I highly recommend that any new gardener can grow, and you'll be pleasantly satisfied with the results you get. So do let me know, have you tried this tomato variety? Do you already grow it? Or after seeing this video, are you encouraged to now start growing this tomato variety? If you're not already a subscriber, do click on the subscribe link that you see here, and do let me know your comments. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and I'll see you again soon. Happy gardening.